Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Finds a little space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show him, the defense, that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
Quick spin on the run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Throws to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Bean. Sets up the screen. Powers through the defender. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Leaves it with the back. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script it.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Brings up 2nd down.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the tailback. Can't get into the ground.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Back to pass. It's Bean. Pocket breaking down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. A first down run on the doorstep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Push down for the tackle.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic. Short throws turn into long gains because of his ability after the catch. It's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Utes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. The defense got caught that time, and they... finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. There he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute time. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Bean. Makes the grab, it's Mooney. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harris. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be 3rd and long. Let's go. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. The field goal is no good. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit, but guys, still a 3-score ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Got his man quickly. Oh, he got loose. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Quickly complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. They'll try the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Rush. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Utah.
They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's St. Clair. That's got it. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
Number 1 with the catch and score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Utah, 28, Baylor, 3.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Utes will kick it off to start. half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Bean. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Utes will hustle to the line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Gets open down the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Here comes the option. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Off the RPO, complete. They make the... but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the Utes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll move the wide receivers. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utes! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more... Oh, he's got some space! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Scanning the field, it's Bean. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Turner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Hunt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start on offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it.
Ready up. Military stun.
Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. He's got an open man. It's a seam wide open. The tap. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's good. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking to pass. It's Davidson. Caught near the sticks. It's Turner. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. The give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Towards the middle. No chance to run, but still a good game.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And it's right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Finds his back in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Wants to throw on first down. Complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And the Utes can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
A designed run for the quarterback. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Has to get there to move the sticks. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Gotta love the physicality on fourth down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Utes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Pressure coming. And they're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Softened him up with the run. Now to throw. Back's looking for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking downfield, it's Davidson. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10.
Black 14.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Turner. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Looking to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this.
He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Bringing it back.
The pass on second down. Intercepted by Utah.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.